The present simple tense is the most basic English grammar tense. We use it to describe facts, habits and routines, and fixed arrangements. Let's take a look at the affirmative form. I speak English. She speaks English. Do you notice the difference? In the second example, there's an S at the end of speak. Why do we do that? That's because the subject is she. When the subject of a sentence is he, she, or it, we add an S, sometimes an ES to the end of the verb. Now, let's look at the negative form. You don't speak Spanish. In this case, we put don't in between you and speak. It's a contraction for do not. In the second sentence, it says he doesn't speak French. If the subject is he, she, or it, it's a little bit different. Instead of do not, we use does not. There's a contraction here, doesn't. You'll notice that for the verbs, we don't add S or ES to the end. Now, let's take a look at the first usage of the present simple tense. We use this tense to talk about facts and truths. Let's take a look at the first example sentence. The sun is bright. That is a truth. That does not change. Everybody knows that the sun is bright. The second example is the same. Pigs don't fly. Pigs don't have wings, so they do not and they cannot fly. That is a fact. The second usage for the present simple tense is to talk about habits and routines. This means actions that happen regularly. Let's look at the first example. I exercise every morning. There's the clue, every morning. That means it's a routine. It's something that I do regularly. So I use the present simple tense. My father cooks dinner at 6 p.m. There's the other clue, at 6 p.m. This is something that happens regularly at this time. Therefore, I use the present simple tense. Finally, we use the present simple tense to talk about fixed arrangements. It's talking about things that we plan on doing in the near future. Some students think we can only use the future tense to do this, but that's not correct. Let's look at the example to learn more. The class starts soon. This is something that will happen in the near future, very soon. Jenny starts work on Monday. We can assume that this is the following Monday to whatever day of the week it is. Now, let's move on to a practice activity. I want you to try to find the mistake in each sentence. Let's start with number 1. Find the mistake. I will give you a few seconds. Number 1 says, he loves English. Did you find the mistake? You'll notice that the subject is he. What do we do to the verb when the subject is he, she, or it? Please try to find the mistake in sentence number 2. Sentence 2 says, he doesn't eat seafood. Were you able to find the mistake? Remember, in the negative form, we use does not or a contraction if the subject is he, she, or it. So there's no problem with doesn't. However, remember in the negative form, we don't have to change the verb. Therefore, we do not put S at the end of eat. Great job, guys! You learned so much about the present simple tense. I know that it's not easy, but I want you to watch more videos to keep learning.